Okay, so I have worked a little bit more on this particular little girl. This little girl donkey. I still need some nostrils for her, but see, she has a little onesie, a little panties, and she has a little skirt on. She has a little vest on. But I did some paper curling to make her bangs. Do you see how they're curling around? And I made some feathers for her hair. I lived very near New Orleans most of my life, and this girl's from New Orleans, and she actually, I'll make a long story short. I actually studied with a New Orleans mask maker once, and I really got into making paper masks. In fact, right before Mardi Gras, I'll show how to make some masks out of paper. But I think that one reason that people from the South well, they know how to accessorize. Let's just put it that way. They know how to accessorize. And especially people from like down around New Orleans. But I actually meant to, let me show you this. This is my book, The Donkey's Song. That's my book, The Donkey's Song. And I'm making all these donkeys in celebration of my picture book, The Donkey's Song, which just came out and October 18th, and I'm gonna do a book of crafts. These are all gonna be free online for a while anyway. So now I'm making her a belt. Now I got into the glitter paper for this. This girl needed some glitter. Now I think, you know, and I've already made reference to this, but oh Lordy, her vest. No, I can still put it up. Okay, now, all right. So that's about how wide it needs to be. So okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there. And I remember what I said about polka dots. They're your friends when trying to determine how to make something straight. That's just a little bit wider than I'd like. And one thing, I don't use patterns. I just start cutting. If I don't like it, I throw it away and start again. But I don't have time. I don't like patterns. I don't want to be restricted. But I can understand how people might enjoy a pattern. Probably one thing that anybody would not disagree with is that I'm very creative. And this, like I said earlier, I don't know whether on this video or another one, construction paper and scrapbook paper are my natural. Okay, do you see how she has now? She has a little belt, but she needs a belt buckle. Let me see. I'm not sure that this is going to cut. I'll try the 1 inch first and see if it works. One good way to ruin your punches. Woo, yeah! What do you mean, honey? That's what I'm talking about. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the belt buckle down. And I can just add more and more and more to it. Let's see if I got that straight. Got that even well, somehow or another. How did that slip out of place? All right, now that's her belt and her belt buckle. All right, do you see it? Do you see it in glitter paper? Zebra skirt, a polka dot onesie, Now I'm going to show you about this. I'm going to put all these patterns online for all of you. One thing that is indigenous to New Orleans masks is feathers, and so I actually taught when I was teaching at St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Mississippi. We couldn't afford all those feathers, so we made them out of paper. And so I'm going to show you, okay, what you do, you kind of create a kind of a feather shape and use that for our pattern. And I'll actually do this, now I think that's going to be too stiff. It's pleasant to be able to say that something's too stiff for a while. All right, pull it out of there. I'm going to use this piece of paper because I think you can see it. All right, so I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut a feather out, or two or three. Well, one at a time. Although I did those. Okay, so how do you think about how a feather is formed? There's a blade coming down the middle of the feather. I'm sure it has a biological or name, but some kind of a little plastic-like quill. Quill. It's the quill. Yes. So the quill, and I'm going to mark on this. I don't mark on mine, but for your benefit, don't do this. But I'm going to show you. So let's play like this is the quill. You don't want to cut across that midline. See that? Just so that you can see, but I don't mark them. I just hope for the best. If it doesn't work out, I'll do it again. Now, I'm going to start cutting at an angle toward, but not all the way across that midline. And there I just did. If you cut all the way across, guess what? Your feather's going to fall apart. So I'm cutting, going down, going down, going down, going down. Now, I'm going to do the same thing on this side, and again, you want to cut almost to that midline, but not clear across. Now then, you see that? It's serrated, or, I don't know if that's a word. It's feathered. It's feathered. Now I could fold it, or I could roll it on a pencil. And I kind of do whatever I need to do to form it, to curl it. I could fold it and curl it and do whatever I wanted to do. All right, now that I'm going to have to kind of straighten it back out again to put it in place. But there you have a little feather that you could add for a little feathery effect. This is just she's kind of a wild child, and she's telling the more modern story of the donkey's lineage, and how times have changed, and that's one of the things about Advent, which will start, actually I think it actually starts November 27th this year, but it's Advent teaches us the preparation for the birth of Jesus. Okay, remember the little trick. We got to pull this apart. I just made some little stars that I can put up there to decorate around. Do you see what I've done? Okay, I'll just put some glue on it. I want to say something, though. I actually figured out that glue sticks are better for, unless the paper's really thick, glue sticks really might be your better bet. And they make some very fancy glue sticks, but just we're talking about kids. But I know they're not as messy, but this paper, some of it was streaking, and I didn't quite like that. So there's her stars in her little feather. It's kind of like a barrette. Now, do you see that? Little star doodad up in her hair, around her ear. There it is. I don't know if you can see it or not. So one more thing I'm going to do, and you see to repeat this, I put some polka dot inside her ear here. Now I'm going to put nostrils. Actually, I could do something else. You know, why quit when you just got things going so fun for you? Gilda Lily. That's called doing more than's absolutely necessary. I'm going to cut out her nostrils, and I think I'm going to make those nostrils black because she already has black going on. Let's see. So what is it? It's the 1 inch. No, it's not 1 inch. It's like a 1/2 inch. If you're going to do a lot of paper crafts, I say go ahead and buy the punches, because you never really know what size you're going to need. You don't even know when you start gluing what size you're going to need. Okay, I'm going to put that on with a glue stick, because this paper's that's not a real thick the really thick heavy duty paper. It's not going to bleed through on that regardless. I kind of made a mess of that. We're not going to worry about it. These are just samples. Okay, so there we have it. There she is. That's the girl donkey, and I didn't put a tongue or anything inside her mouth because her mouth's already pink. And I will tell you the truth, I forgot it. I didn't do it. Hee-haw, 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 hee-haw. Now I'm going to take pictures of all of these. Do you see her? Do you see her? Ha ha ha. Oh, hee, hee, hee. Oh, I'm not finished. Never finished. Never say finished. She needs a necklace. So I'm going to take that little dude that I was just using, and I'm going to make black beads. And I'm going to make a bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that's not the size I want. I'm going to try another size. Yeah, that is the size. Okay, see what I can do? I can just go around. I could actually do the same thing to make ruffles. Just go around and all around her neck with these dots and make a necklace. Actually, we need that to be turquoise. But I tell you what, down here on her panties, if she has little lace on her panties, you could do the same thing with white paper. But first I think I might do I might do whatever I find is what I might do. Where'd the turquoise? Well, okay, let's just call it. Let's see. So I'm going to do these. Okay, I'm going to do beads, gold beads. This girl doesn't wear pearls. She's a mess is what she is. So I'm going to see these, how I can put those around her neck and make a necklace for her. I'm not sure the video's picking all this up. It may be getting a shadow. And you can just go right around, kind of pace them, place them, paste them, place them, and space them. That's a good word, space them. Be careful, though, when you get up around her mouth, because you can sure make her mouth seal tight. Okay, so I can't really, I'm going to take a picture in just a minute, but can you see it, kind of what it's like? So that's her that's her necklace. Actually, I know what else I was going to do. I'm going to try. I thought that other one was just a little bit small, those other hands. And, you know, if I'm nothing else, I'm excessive. So this just shows you how much I swing by the seat of my pants. Well, I'm really going through this craft paper. I love it, I guess. Okay. Okay, that's those arms are 1-inch strips. I think it's 1 by 5, but I'll let you know. I'm going to try this for a bigger hand. Oh, that's way too big, I think. Maybe not. We'll see. Ooh, yeah, that's too big. So the 1-inch hands are better. I wish there was something between the 1-inch hard but I can't. I'll tell you what you can do. You can go with, what size is this circle? This circle, I don't know, I can't really read it. This is a bigger circle than 1 inch. Let me see what that one looks like. 1.5. 1.5 might be, no, now that's too big. Ooh, it looks like she could club somebody. Okay, let's try the 1.5 inch circle for our hands. Since it's a 1-inch arm, the arm is 1 inch. Okay, I'm going to glue the 1.5 inch circles for her hands. And if you wanted to, you could even kind of make an indentation, cut out, make a whack out of it for the thumb. Actually might do that. I'm gonna be very honest. I've been doing this all day today. When I started today, okay, what does a thumb look like? A thumb, I had no idea really what I was going to make. I knew I was going to do some kind of different. So I'm going to do that. Do you see how that became a little hand? Like, looks like Pac-Man. Pac-Man. So I'm going to put that there. And also looks like a hoof. Yes, it does look like a hoof. Do you see it? So I'm going to glue those on and have little hoofs, little hand hoofs. I'm off my glue pad. That's dangerous work. That's dangerous. And you can change it by the way you place them. Okay, let me go real quickly. Well, I'm not, because I won't put. All right, I'm going to take off there's her hands. See that? And so that was, I'm not sure, I think that was the same punch I used for the black and the eye. But I cut that little whatever, kind of a pizza wedge out of there. Okay, so that is, I'm not sure what her name is. Denny is coming to me, but that could be a boy, and this is a girl. Donna, won't you blow? Okay, so there she is. All right, so I'm going to try to get all these videos finished and get them online as soon as I can. And I'm so thankful that y'all are watching these videos, and I plan to do this very regularly. I've done paper crafts all my life. I also am a painter, I draw, and I write, but I think paper crafts might be my favorite thing to do. There she is. Hello, hello, hello. Let me tell you something. I could have also put legs, but that's enough. Enough already.